Ellen. Our focus at 4 today, we're talking oil and gas prices. Those gas prices around the country are low, still going lower. AAA reports these are the lowest gas prices since 1999. And Bloomberg says when you adjust for inflation, these gas prices can be called an all-time low. In Texas, we're even lower than the $1.95 national average. And here in the Brazos Valley, we're even lower still. But as much as we may like that price at the pump, what is the real cost of these low gas prices? Especially here in Texas, this economy knows the pain of a receding oil industry. So it's hard to cheer for cheap road trips when we know what it's doing to the jobs of our friends, neighbors, and families. Some predictors are even saying we could hit gas prices as low as $1 a gallon, a price we haven't seen in decades. Economists and energy specialists are saying the reasons behind this come down to the fundamentals of supply and demand. Here to give us a little bit of perspective on what is happening with these falling oil prices is Dr. James Griffin from the George Bush School over at Texas A&M. He's a professor of economics and public policy and very knowledgeable on what is happening. Dr. Griffin, to start off, because we know that these oil prices fluctuate and we know that these cause the gas prices to fluctuate, what's behind all of that? How does all that happen?
The fundamental driver of gasoline prices is oil prices. And the second thing to remember is that oil prices are themselves very volatile. And the volatility has produced $4 gasoline, and of course today that volatility has produced $30 oil and $1.60 gasoline. A good rule of thumb is that for every $10 that oil prices fall, gasoline prices will fall 25 cents.
Interesting. Okay. But why is all this happening? On the international scale, domestically, what are these factors that go into this?
Okay, basically we've had a perfect storm happen, and there's three factors that have combined to produce this perfect storm. Number one is that we've got stagnant world oil consumption. The worldwide economy is growing very slowly. China may actually go into recession. So there's no good news on the demand side. The second factor that people often are not aware of is that this Iranian nuclear deal, when we lifted the sanctions, now Iranian exports are pouring into the world market. And that's will add another roughly 1 million barrels a day to an already oversupplied market. But then the third factor that is sort of the penultimate effect is that the OPEC cartel is now completely dysfunctional. In the past, the cartel, when prices would start to fall down, the cartel would just step in and they'd cut back on production, prices would stabilize, everybody would be fine. But today, there is so much animosity within the cartel between the Saudis and the Iranians that that political factors are dominating economic factors. And so we're in this situation where there's no cooperation within the cartel to prop up prices.
So there truly are so many factors going into this, things happening overseas, things happening here at home. At its most simplistic, do we simply have more supply right now than demand?
Well, yeah, a combination of that, and the cartel has gone to sleep on us.
So what does this mean for us in terms of our economy? What effect here?
Okay, I think the way to think about it is to think about the person that's filling up their pickup truck. And whereas a year ago it might cost $100 to fill up a truck, today you can fill it up for $40.
What a difference there.
And so if you have a job and you're gainfully employed, you just got a raise of $60 a week for every tank of gas that you run. So that's, for those folks, it's a really good thing.
But then the other folks.
But then there's the other folks that have the pickup truck that were working in the oil patch and have now been laid off. and they don't have the $40 to fill up their tank. And so what we're seeing, particularly in West Texas and down in the Eagle Ford Shale, fracking is no longer economic in a world where oil sells for $30 a barrel. And that is basically leading to the shutdown of all of that drilling and all of those jobs. So if you're located in that part of the state, this is not good news. And the for sale signs are all over Midland, Odessa.
Right. So not good news, especially for those areas. Is there a light at the end of the tunnel? Is there any hope?
Well, in the short run, I think the answer is no.
Right.
There's all of these factors have combined to depress prices, and there's nothing on the immediate horizon that's going to change things. So it's bad news for those folks.
Sure.
It's good news for people who benefit from lower gasoline prices, and they're obviously happy. And so those parts of our economy that are not oil dependent, they're gonna actually do a little better.
It's an interesting dichotomy because we know that we like those low prices at the pump, but then you're filling up and you know exactly what it means for especially so many Texans. Dr. James Griffin, thank you for shedding a little light on this, helping us understand what's happening behind the scenes on this, and what we can see moving forward.
Well, I wish I had better news for those folks in Midland, Odessa.
We do too. We do too. Hey, stick with us. We will be right back after the break.